Nikki Cross, formerly known as Nikki Glenn Cross at the Performance Center, was part of the new wave of women that took over NXT after the Four Horsewomen left for the main roster. We were first exposed to her as the female member of Sanity, Eric Young's dark faction at NXT. Here, she would adopt the nickname of the Twisted Sister and be deranged during her matches. She would not make it to SmackDown until November 2018 when she was drafted. She quickly teamed with Alexa Bliss and became a two-time tag champion. After losing the belts, Nikki was drafted to Raw and bounced around the division until 2021. In 2021, she would slowly ditch her crazy character and start becoming a more human-esque persona. She would be used as a pawn during the Rhea Ripley-Charlotte feud and end up getting wins on both of them. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross would then team up in a match where the winning team would be added to the Money in the Bank match. It was here where Cross would be debuting a new superhero persona. Cross and Bliss came out on top. On the following episode of Raw Talk, Nikki revealed that she wants to show everyone that we all have a superhero inside of us, and adopted the name Nikki ASH, almost a superhero. At Money in the Bank, Nikki would take advantage of the distracted competitors, climbing over them to win the briefcase. The entire field of wrestlers, and us at home, were shocked. On the following Raw, new Raw Women's Champion Charlotte would be challenged to a rematch with Rhea Ripley. The match would take place in the main event, where Rhea Ripley would win by DQ. Post-match, Ripley would attack Charlotte and leave her laid out in the ring. Nikki ASH would run down to the ring, briefcase in hand, and cash in to become the new Raw Women's Champion. She would defend the belt twice against Charlotte, infuriating the champ. The next match would be set for SummerSlam, as Nikki ASH is to defend the Raw Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley and Charlotte in a triple threat match. Why is a garbage character getting pushed so hard? I'm sure so many of you guys had the same energy and thoughts along those lines. Well, here's why it makes sense. Nikki ASH has stayed true to WWE since the very beginning. It's no surprise that the gimmick was her own creation, not Vince McMahon's like many of us assumed. They let her run with an idea and fans latched on. Now the live event crowd isn't as into the character as much as the show crowds are. I would not say that that's a bad thing. Remember how Lana was super over in live events, but that didn't translate back to TV? Probably the biggest reason WWE is pushing Nikki ASH is merchandising. Superheroes are extremely over with kids due to Marvel and DC to a lesser extent. Think of the capes, masks, shirts, and even action figures that could be sold. When it comes down to it, WWE has always all been about the money. You may believe Nikki ASH is trash. You may want her Twisted Sister gimmick back. But WWE will continue focusing and pushing her until she gets no reaction and stops making them money. It could be worse. The Raw Women's Champion could still be Charlotte. For that reason alone, we should all be fans of Nikki ASH and her meteoric rise to fame. Thank you.